Well, how are you, brother? Let's talk about Dad for a second, because Dad don't get a lot of props all the time. You know, for some reason, the fathers we only seem to be recognized on this white man's Father's Day or Granddaddy's Day, or when we out cooning and buffooning. But let's build father to father, brother. And something, I don't get to do very often. Actually, this will be the first time on the Stop Cooning show. But, hey, we take things to new heights each and every show. So let's talk about you. What made you the man that you are today to raise your daughter, brother, with really, I just say, no compromise?
Well, it was coming up one of the same teachings that you received, brother. The same exact teachings, and it was that is what done it for me. After being up under the likes of Dr. Collins, coming up under the ministers, speaking with Brother Malik, and the likes Steve Copeland, you already know the role. And you with me?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah.
And it was just coming up under the teachings, brother. It's a funny thing. When you have information, when you have it and you know it and you internalize it, you can never go back if you're real about what you do. And the one thing is, I never really wanted to be recognized for vanity. I don't want props. I'm not looking for that. You know what I mean? Because that's not why I think the gift that the Most High bestowed upon me, and just so far as just guiding order, it wasn't for me. I'm not going to live my life through order. So, I'm good with the position that I have with my family. The love that you give us, that's more than enough for me, brother. I'm really not looking for any problems, because in the end, it really won't matter. It's just about our youth and putting them on another path. And we are supposed to be generations improving upon generations. So I hope that ornament and improvement, along with your children, and a lot of our brothers and sisters' children, to be an improvement upon us. And that's all it's about, man. Not about vanity. Not really about pride.
I'm glad you said that, brother. I'm glad you said that, because I find with a lot of us in this work, we become very vain.
Yeah, I know.
Especially a lot of the elders. You know what I mean? They think that they've been doing the work so long that they know everything, they can't do no wrong, and they don't want to pass the torch on to the babies and all kinds of stuff. But I'm very glad to hear you say that, because it needs to be heard.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we forget our mission.
Yes, sir.
And we try to make ourselves bigger than who we really, really are. And a lot of times what happens is when we fall, everything comes crumbling down. So I'm glad you put that out there, brother, to know that, you're standing firm on your square, regardless to whom or what. And we build all the time, so I know what's going on. But we want the people to know what's going on. What makes up this?
Yes, brother. There's a question. When the person asks you this, do you know who I am? The one thing you can always say, who the hell are you? And do I really care who you are? So I never try to put my energy out like that. I'm just here as a servant of the people. And I want my daughter to grow and be a servant and an example for our people. And I'm talking about the whole African vibe. So I'm even extending this, what I'm saying, to our Latin brothers and sisters who are not awake as to whom they really are thus far. But in our work, we're going to get them too. So we got them. We're going to need them in our army as well. Even though right now, we deal with a lot that are in tune, but we want to bring them through. We have a lot to bring in. We can't do this thing by ourselves. Even though we've been trying, it won't work against this formidable enemy. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a collective mindset and a collective energy, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but we need all the troopers we can get, brother, holding the line together. And that is for the same mission. And basically, that's just what it is, man. It's just trying to send out the best product in the world to represent all of our fallen leaders who fought, died, starved, lost family, lost income, for us to have something. And we need to continue to stand with that reality, bro. A lot of people have gone by the wayside, man, trying to raise the deaf, dumb, and the blind. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be one that has the knowledge but continue to act just like you said, a whole bunch of Negro coons. We can't have that, man. We cannot have that. We cannot have that. And that's the reason why we're trying to put girlfriend in their institution of learning at 13 years old, only to show them we can do it. And mind you, girlfriend has never set foot in a public school, ever. Has never sat foot in a classroom, ever.
You got to talk about that, King. you got to deal with the people about that. I know questions are ringing in folks' heads right now. How in the world did this 13-year-old child get a scholarship for an entry to UConn and never set foot in a public school? How did that happen, Black man?
Well, first, before I go into that, I do want to make a correction. I don't know how that got. They offered them admission to the university, my brother, admission to be a student there, but she was never given a scholarship there. So I want to just correct that. She was to be admitted as a student there, but not with a scholarship. So they didn't rescind her scholarship offer. They rescinded her admission offer. Right. So, not money. They ain't going to give her no money. You know damn well they're not going to give her no free education knowing who we are. Right. But they rescinded their offer for her to even be a student there. And that's where the mix-up is. They was like, oh, no. We reviewed her application again, and after reviewing it thoroughly again, after you already admitted her, your whole public relations staff and all the administration knows that she has been admitted. We went to register, or what they said, we went to formally enroll her. And when we went to enroll her, that's when they told us we had to call up to the bigger campus. And then that's when a so-called black man named Lee Melvin, get that, he's the vice president of enrollment and student admission, so-called brother, called himself the gatekeeper, said he's the key master. Lee Melvin, get that. And then he was the one, after reviewing her application again, we decided to rescind the offer. Now, how do we do that? Homeschooling, brother, we already know that the American educational system is crumbling. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even exist. It's really an illusion or mirage, bro. And what good for, if we call ourselves thinkers, free thinkers, and we have the information at our fingertips, why would I sit her in those classrooms where the teachers are having sex with our children, the children are not all but sick, diseased, especially with the teachers, they're sick and diseased, so you know they're sending down a sickness. It's no way on this God's green earth that if I love my daughter, that I will send her to that school. If I might as well just stick a spike in her arm and shoot heroin in her veins, brother. Not on your life. To sit up there, bad lunches, bad learning. They're going to, hold up this great American standard to my daughter's brain and talk about these no-good bastards, how great they are and what they've done when they're nothing but lies. When we really hold the truth of education and the real teachings, we are the founders of that real knowledge. So our community offers so many beautiful thinkers. Why would I go to them when I can just make a phone call and ask grandma, who just retired, can I bring my baby to study under you, Ma? And all she tells me is, if you can get her here, I'll teach her. That's all. And this is what I'm trying to tell our people. We need to really go back and talk to grandma and uncle, that's your next door neighbor, retired teacher, Miss Addie. All she's waiting for you to do is bring your child to her, but you don't. You still take it to them people down at PS19 or wherever the hell y'all going. You know what I mean? But we got them, brother. And with all of the people, how many teachers that are legitimate licensed teachers, either practicing now or retired. And all we have to do is go to them. We want to learn math. We got the best mathematicians in the world. We want science. We have the best scientists in the world. And they're right in the hood. And they're right in the hood. You stand right next to them online at Pathmark.
Yeah, right in the hood.
Right, and we walk by him and don't say hello to him.
Mm.
And this is the teachings. And when I got the teachings, brother, Minister told us, we got friends all over the world, friends in high places, all over the earth. And we're not going to go to them? Not me. If we need a scientist, if she needs lab work, even if she needs to know the European English or language arts, we even have language arts specialists. Languages, what language as a people we don't speak? Mm. So if we want our babies to be fluent in 10 to 15 languages, look how many nationalities we live right in the projects. Mm. If you want to learn Swahili, you know you got an African family somewhere. You know if you want to speak Spanish, you got more Puerto Rican and Spanish people than you got black folks. We even got brothers and sisters that speak Chinese, Mandarin, all of it, bro. It's right in our hood, and we walk by it every day. Well, that was my evolution in thinking. And I was like, oh, I know how to get this. She doesn't need to go to classroom. Life is her classroom. The universe is the classroom. And that's it, bro. That's the secret, in a nutshell. And I know most parents, well, I got to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, you have to decide on what it is you want to do for yours, like I did for me, like Brother Shamil, how you doing for your family. It's just a decision we have to make. Mm-hmm. And my question to Autumn, what is the contribution you want to make to us as a people? It's for her to decide. Simple.
That's a good question. That I know a lot of parents do not ask their children.
Right. They tell them what they want them to be.
Right.
See, the thing you wanted to know something, brother? The shortcomings that I had in my education, I didn't want to put my dis-ease on my daughter, so to speak. My limitations should not be my daughter's limitations. So when Algebra 2 got me, after Algebra 2, brother, couldn't go no further because I chose not to. But because I was limited, I'm not going to allow her to be limited by that. So girlfriend is doing trigonometry and calculus up in her room and got these damn charts and stuff by herself. She just went and bought a book on physics. Now, you take a girl to a bookstore, you buy you a book. Girlfriend picks up a book on physics and the element tables and Einstein this. That's how she rose.